bid you welcome back to Screen Theater. I'm your host, Count Karnstein, Count at your service. This week, I've managed to dig up another haunting tale for you ghouls and ghoulettes this week. So, it's time once again to lock your doors, turn out the lights, grab your popcorn, and sit back for another episode of Screen Theater.
This is Whitewood, Massachusetts. A young girl, a stranger, has come to Whitewood to do research. She has come, she thinks, to study.
Leave Whitewood. Leave Whitewood tonight. I beg of you. Leave before it is too late.
In spite of this warning, the girl lingers on. The guests are over 300 years old. Human blood keeps them alive forever.
Barlow. I'm deadly by the living God!
This alarm fills the night with terror. For high on a mountainside, a mysterious fear such as no human being has ever seen before.
Where there are mountains, there are always clouds.
But this one remains static. On the side of the Trollenberg, it never moves.
Freak of nature.
A radioactive freak of nature?
It strikes without warning, wreaking death and destruction too horrible to behold. A force of evil that tortures its victims and hurls them mercilessly to the brink of murder and madness. What is it? And what does it crave, this creeping horror that hungers and thrives on human flesh, while it inhabits its own silent world that no man can penetrate? No one is safe from its spell of destruction. A cold, hypnotic stare striking fear into the hearts of all, creating a frenzied nightmare for those who behold it.
The cloud is splitting up.
Splitting up?
There are 4 of them now, and all moving this way.
Incredible it may seem, but today, in 20th century America, there still exist the evil ones, who call upon the black arts of Satan to bring back the spirits of the dead.
Once you have accepted the possibility of everything, then we'll bring your sister back. But once you have crossed the barrier, there is no turning back.
And out of the eternal shadows came the ruthless spirit of Felicia to take over the mind, the heart, the lovely body of a living girl, and use it without shame to win back all that death had taken from her, her husband.
I've come back to you, Dickon. Felicia's come back.
Her father.
I love my daughter in spite of the evil in her. But she's been dead for 6 years. I don't want her back. Not this way.
Her mother.
You want to go on living a useful, happy life. I'm warning you to go away and do not come back.
I'm not afraid of you.
Even her sister. For Felicia had come back to Earth to destroy everything, that stood in her evil path.
Lay off the booze, Tina. You've had enough.
Today, Tina and alcohol are going to have a great cocktail.
Look, you booze it all you want, but you better lay off me. You better stay on your feet, because if you fall on your face, I'm not going to pick you up. You understand?
When did you ever have to carry me home? I've always been able to stand on my own 2 feet. Look, I never needed you, and I never will. Say, what happened to the campus big shot who'd do anything for kicks?
Campus big shot's growing up. Times have changed, Tina. We're not a bunch of kids anymore. Look, I've got plans. You can do all the partying you want. You just better stay out of my way.
Stop preaching. I know about your plans. Your experiments in that laboratory. Well, let me tell you something. I have a few experiments of my own I'm just itching to try. And they don't have one thing to do with test tubes and Bunsen burners.
Okay, Tina, if that's what you want.
Oh, Hank, what's happening to us?
So when are you going to get it through your head that life isn't just all fun and games?
Okay, no more lectures. We're not even talking the same language anymore. All right, if that's the way you want it, then you just go on your way. And I'll go mine. We'll see who gets the most out of life. Oh, brother, you ain't seen living till you've seen Tina swim.
Turn on the ignition for this expedition. Climb in, baby, oh my, oh wow, I sure.
Hey, that reminds me, did I bring my hot dog buns?
Gonna get some, we'll see how it feels to fly out down the road. Gonna get some, we'll see how it feels to fly out down the road. Make a left, make a right, on the cotton side, we'll fly out down the road. Let's fly. Fasten up your seatbelt. It'll be a treat now. 24. Make a left, make a right, on the cotton side, we'll fly on down the road. Let's do it. All right. Signal for a left turn. Oh my, here's a traffic circle. Gonna get some, we'll see how it feels to fly on down the road. Gonna get some, we'll see how it feels to fly on down the road. Make a left, make a right, on the cotton side, we'll fly on down the road. Better slam the brakes on, for this little crate's gone. 80, 90, gosh almighty, how fast can we go? Wanna get some, we'll see how it feels to fly, fly, fly. Get some, we'll see how it feels to fly, fly, fly. Hang on tight, baby, it's alright, baby. Here we go, 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 go.
Johnny, I never let anyone kiss me like this before.
My name's not Johnny.
What is it?
Irving.
Irving? What's in the name?
Kind of shook me up there. You always go around sneaking up on people?
Well, I saw you just staring out at the ocean, so I thought I'd come down and talk to you.
Hey, everybody, yeah! The business is going round.
Daddy thinks quite a bit of you, you know. Thinks you have a great future.
Working with Dr. Gavin has been just about the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, Elaine. But I still have this problem with Tina. It's always on my mind.
Oh, I'm sure Tina will come around to your way of thinking. She's bound to realize what she has in you, Hank.
Well, we'll see.
Just a wiggle and a wobble. Yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, finish it out. Just a wiggle and a wobble. Yeah, oh, isn't anything like a shot, let us see that. Isn't anything like a rhythm of the Holy Ghost. Isn't anything like a master dealer.
Hey, what's going on up there?
I don't know. Let's go see.
What do you think I'm doing?
She doesn't want to go with you.
Look, I don't think that's any of your business.
I think that we should...
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Let's get up.
kissing is unhealthy?
I don't know. I've never been...
You've never been kissed?
No, I've never been sick.
Bathing beauties?
I don't know. I never bathed one.
Well, what happened to her? Didn't run or something?
That's why we called you, sir.
It was no accident. She was found that way. At Painter's Point. Some kids were having a party. She wandered off. 10 minutes later, she was dead.
Mm-hmm. The papers haven't?
The Daily Herald has wind of it. There's a reporter out there now, muttering about sea monsters, that sort of thing.
Any statements?
Our men question everyone at the party. They all give the same story. They think something came out of the sea.
Ridiculous.
That's what I thought, Lieutenant.
Whoever did this couldn't have come over by land. Must have come from the sea.
Maybe a wild shark or something.
Any blood smears?
We're running the standard tests.
Gavin. Dr. Gavin. Get him to work on this.
Morning.
Morning.
Nice morning. Looks like a clear day.
I was just looking at that little cloud up there by the sun and thinking it might rain. I guess everybody interprets the world according to his own mood.
Well, no weather is good for a funeral. In my business, I try to avoid them.
Elaine, it's 9:30. I guess she'd be abnormal if she were on time.
How's she taking it?
It's not easy for any of us. A lot of families have been affected by this. Helps her to know she's not alone.
Here's the sample that you asked for.
I'm going to run some carbon-14 tests on this tissue. There have been some recent discoveries in the field of genetics that may give us a clue to its structure.
Good luck, Doc.
Thanks. Bye.
Once you fully understand, your life will have to wind down a very different road.
I want to know. How long ago did she die?
She has never really existed yet. You see, she's been assembled piece by piece, organ by organ. She's a composite, like Keith.
Keith?
Yes, you remember the so-called vampire killer.
You don't have to hurt me.
She wasn't just murdered, if you know what I mean.
snap through high tensile steel. He didn't, eh? Look.
Subliminal perception. Psychologists have proved it works. People can be influenced by messages, words, symbols below the level of consciousness. Now an extraordinary motion picture uses subliminal chills and thrills for the first time for your greater enjoyment.
Take me away, take me away.
Sheila, what is it? What's wrong?
It's the house. Whatever's inside, it's horrible.
Subliminal perception. How does it work? Here is a scene as audiences will see it. And here is the same scene as your brain will see it and feel it. Only 2% can detect subliminal images. Can you?
Take her away from here at once if you've got any sense left.
Why are you so concerned about Sheila?
Because if she stays in this house another night, she'll be a raving maniac.
If I climb those stairs, I'll die. I know that.
Darling, it's all in your imagination.
Suspenseful and exciting as the picture is, now you will feel greater tension, shock, horror than any human being has ever experienced at a movie.
Pull the trigger, Sheila.
I can't.
Here's the sample that you asked for. I'm going to run some carbon-14 tests on this tissue. There have been some recent discoveries in the field of genetics that may give us a clue to its structure. Good luck, Doc. Thanks. Bye. Oh, you're ready. You do understand why I'm not going, don't you, dear?
Of course, Daddy. Everybody knows how hard you've been working.
You gonna pick up Hank on the way?
Yes. Daddy, I'm so upset about Hank. Here I am going to Tina's funeral, and I have such feelings about him.
What kind of feelings?
I don't know.
Is it because he's free now?
Yes. I suppose so.
You go ahead, dear. I'll get to work.
It's a human thing, Dr. Gavin. It's a human evil thing lurking and creeping and crawling around out there in the night. I know it. I feel it.
You mustn't talk like that. A great deal of the ocean is still a mystery to us. There are undoubtedly forms of life that we know nothing about.
It's the voodoo, that's what it is.
Now, that's ridiculous, Eula Bell. I want you to get this idea of voodoo out of your head. I have no doubt we'll find a perfectly reasonable explanation for the girl's death.
Maybe you're right. But the police have been looking and they haven't found anything. They've been running around here like headless chickens. And you've been looking and reading, and what have you found?
Nothing is solved in a few hours. This will require a lot of research.
And while you are researching, there's something creeping and crawling and lurking around out there?
That's enough.
It's the voodoo, that's what it is.
You'd better go to bed, Eula Bell. Did you lock up?
Lock, double lock, and triple lock. Ain't no monsters gonna get in here tonight. It's the voodoo, all right.
Hi, Daddy.
Hello, dear. I thought you were going out tonight.
Oh, I was, but it's just another slumber party. They're all the same, so I'm not really missing anything.
Did you let him know you weren't coming?
No.
Don't you think you should?
Oh, Daddy, I just don't see how you can even think of such a thing after what happened to Tina.
Tina's death has affected a great many people, but it doesn't give you or anyone else the right to be discourteous.
Oh, all right. I'll go telephone.
Okay.
For Libby.
Libby, it's me.
Libby.
Hi. Hi, Elaine. Where are you? Why? Oh, Elaine, you're going to miss all the fun. Oh, Elaine, we've got secret information that the boys from the Karnstein house are going to crash. We've got a big bucket rigged up over the door. I can't wait to see Ricky Aldrich as he comes to the door and gets it spilled on him. Oh, Elaine, please come. It'll be so much fun. Well, okay. All right. I understand. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Libby. I'm glad I called, Daddy. It was the right thing to do.
Oh, sad is the fortune of all womankind. They're always controlled, they're always confined, controlled by their parents until they are wives and slaves to their husbands. For the rest of their I've always been courted by the wagoner's lad. He courted me daily, by night and by day. And now he is floating and going away.
Come on. What are they doing? I smell something awful.
Smells like dead fish. Ooh, I hope they don't throw fish again.
Like they did last year. Shh. Quiet, girls. Everybody keep quiet. I'll turn off the lights. Okay, boys. The door's open.
Rumors of an invasion from the sea took on a new dimension last night when over 20 teenage girls were brutally attacked and murdered during a slumber party. A survivor described these monsters differently from those which terrorized the beach only a few days ago. But Dr. Gavin, special consultant for the police, suggested that these beings probably have different forms, in the same way that human beings vary in size and shape. Meanwhile, specialists from all over the United States converged on our city in an attempt to piece together the scattered reports of attacks in a massive effort to find out the identity of these strange creatures from the sea.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, we better skip this town. This is the place where they're having all the trouble. Cops? No, murders by the hundreds. Some kind of monsters killing people and drinking their blood. Ooh, it gives me the creeps. Imagine being that thirsty.
Oh, very funny, Miss Ghoul.
I read all about it in the papers. This town's too hot for my blood. Well, you know what I mean. Listen, girls, I need some gas. We better stop and we'll get some directions, too.
Yes, ma'am. Can I help you?
He's cute, isn't he? Fill me up, huh?
Sure.
Say, what's this I hear about all these murders you've been having around here?
Oh, yeah, it's a big deal. They got a big investigation going on. They got guys coming up here from Washington and everything.
Hey, we better get out of here, girls.
You aren't kidding.
Hey, handsome, what's the fastest way to get to New York?
Well, I guess the best way is to go down here to Wire Mill Road, and you turn left and go 2 blocks over, and then you turn right and you go past the quarry, and you'll see the thruway right on the other side. You can't miss it.
Thanks. How much do I owe you?
That's $4, please.
Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
Turn left, turn left.
Look at this route. I can look stupid. I'm driving. You want to crack us up? No, New York or bust.
Oh, yeah?
This is a road? Oh, great, a flat tire.
Now what do we do? Hey, where you been? Flo needs help with the wheel.
Down by that quarry. Something must have died in there. It smells like the Fulton Fish Market in the middle of July. got it off, but I can't see nothing. How about some help?
Okay.
Hey, hold it, you two.
What's with you?
I heard something.
Oh, if it ain't money rustling, it ain't worth hearing. Hold it, I hear something too.
Sounds like somebody big walking in mud.
You two flipped your wigs or something? Where's that fishy smell again? I think I'll go take a look around, girls.
I've had my share of the misery too, Miss Elaine, and I know what it is. 3 brothers and 2 sisters, all dead and gone. But you don't see me going around moaning and groaning all day. I have my work, and the Lord has his, and he takes care of us wherever we are.
Why, what's this, Eula Bell?
Oh, that's mine. Give it me.
It's a voodoo doll, isn't it? You really believe in it?
Now, don't you go teasing, Miss Elaine. I know a lot more things than I say.
Eula Bell, there's no such thing as voodoo. Who is it, anyway?
One of them zombies. Dr. Gavin was so worried, I thought I could help. Well, somebody's got to do something. Hello, Mr. Hank. Come in.
Hello, Bell.
Here's that nice young boy just pining to take you out. Now, quit your moaning and groaning and go out and have some fun.
Father didn't need me this afternoon, Elaine. Well, I thought maybe you'd like to go for a drive or something.
Oh, I don't know, Hank.
Now, go on upstairs and change. He'll wait.
Look, I don't mind waiting. You go ahead and change.
All right. why did you come back to the beach, Hank?
I don't know, Elaine. I had a funny feeling about this place. Come on, let's go.
Hey, man, what's happening?
How you doing, gang? Pretty dead tonight, huh, Ron?
Yeah, ever since Tina got killed, like, no action around here.
Yeah, well, it'll pick up.
Take it easy.
Ron, what are you going to play?
What'd you like to hear, Elaine?
How about, You're Not a Summer Love?
Just for you, baby.
Hi. Excuse me, Hank.
Sure, go ahead.
I'll be true to you forever. I'm no summer love. Oh, my darling, tell me you'll be mine forever. Summer love, summer love. Love me forever. I say forever that you will be endlessly close to me, like the sand in the sea. I'm not a summer love. I'll be true to you forever. Oh, my darling, tell me you'll be mine forever. Summer love, you'll leave me there. Summer love, you'll leave.
Good night, girls. Now you go straight home.
My brother's coming to pick us up.
Good night now.
Good night, Johnny. He's not coming. Let's walk.
No, I think Lolita dressed very badly. No, I think that pink would be well for her, but it's not always the best color. Not which I love to think about, but what can you do? No, I like him, but he's not the greatest thing in the world. No, well, he's not. Yeah? Yeah, my mother took it. Well, I know a guy who did that, but it didn't do any good at all.
Got a cat?
And they adopted a child, and it was much easier.
Come on, girls.
hope you're enjoying this episode of Scream Theater. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
You hear the beat of fear within you. Fear that will rise to a shattering crescendo of terror. You have strayed into a world of evil, where frightened people are held in the grip of unearthly horror. Beware of pity for the handsome prisoner in the Castle Meister. Beware of love, for in your heart is only the pulsating throb of terror.
Starring Peter Cushing as the Doctor locked in mortal combat with overwhelming evil. Also starring Frida Jackson as Greta, who served the vampires with insane loyalty.
You needn't be afraid, she's dead.
Martita Hunt, the Baroness, victim of her own son. Beautiful Yvonne Morlor, France's latest sex kitten, as Marianne, whose beauty was her passport to the twilight world of the undead. David Peel as the Baron, blindingly handsome. Yet his kiss transformed the most beautiful girls into monsters.
Crawling Hand.
Someone, please come in.
40,000. Push the red.
Doc, Steve, help me. Help me.
Claude, what does it mean I'm stacked?
Stacked?
You'll experience a new dimension in motion picture thrills when you see The Crawling Hand. The Crawling Hand demands to live, commands you to see it. It strikes deadly, silently. It will not relent. The Crawling Hand must destroy in order to exist. It will strike you deadly. The Crawling Hand.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This is the most important countdown you have ever seen, and the most important space-age picture. The Day the Sky Exploded is the only motion picture that has ever dared to tell the incredible science fact story of what might happen when a spaceship roars out of control.
John, what's wrong? We can't hear you. John, hold it! Sir, I'm losing contact. John, listen to me. Cut the atomic reactor. Stevie's gone upstream.
In The Day the Sky Exploded, no green monsters roam the streets, but a devastating mass of meteors hurtles toward Earth at 1,000 miles a minute. In The Day the Sky Exploded, there are no 50-foot spiders, but there are 1,000-foot tidal waves crushing cities. Men and women becoming beasts in their final hours on Earth.
You won't escape your doom. No one will.
See how the race for space might lead to the total annihilation of the human race. The day the sky exploded. The motion picture today. Tomorrow it might be a headline in your newspaper.
Notes.
Yes, sir.
April 10th, 7 p.m. Notes on possible malignant organism. Overall configuration, that of a human arm, severed just below the elbow joint. Muscle tissue seems to be a sea anemone, species of protozoa. These organs are exactly like human organs, except that they have been replaced by the protozoans. Of course. This creature needs the ordinary necessities of human life. Proteins, fats, sugars, and so forth. But since his organs are so decomposed that they can neither produce nor retain the oxygen necessary for its survival, it needs the only food which can keep it alive.
Blood? Human blood.
If a human body, a drowned person, were attacked by tiny sea plants which became parasites and completely dead? No, it's still alive. But it's changed into well, is it a plant or an animal?
It's both.
It's a giant protozoa.
Dr. Gavin, can they be killed?
I don't know, Lieutenant.
They are the living dead. They're zombies.
Nothing so dramatic as that, Elaine. They're more like a jellyfish. You can't kill them by shooting them or cutting them up.
Well, then how can you kill them?
Shh. I hear something. There's something out there. I know there is.
All right, now, everybody, just come on and be quiet.
The gun won't help them. Here, take these knives. They're all we have. Elaine, over there in that corner. Lieutenant, when I say lights, turn them on. I'll take care of this one. Lights!
Eula Bell.
Oh, well, what all of you doing sneaking and peeking in the dark?
I'm afraid you gave us quite a scare.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Gavin. But it's so quiet up there in the house. And I get scared by myself all alone at night. And them zombies, they're coming at me tonight. I just know they will.
Look, it's burning up. Eula Bell, you've killed it.
Oh, Dr. Gavin, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
No, don't be sorry. This is wonderful. You've discovered a way to destroy these creatures.
Oh, Lord, Lord.
Look, completely dehydrated. Protozoans are almost all water. This is all we have left.
But what makes all the smoke and steam, Daddy?
Sodium. Plain old sodium. Hank, you remember your chemistry. Sodium is a very unstable metal that reacts violently with water.
That's right. Then they can be killed with sodium.
They can, if we can find them.
Same to you, fella. What about that guy, huh? We are unwanted, outcasts, orphans of the storm. What storm? The storm of my soul. Right.
Where do we go now?
We'll drive. Are you capable of driving?
Of course I'm capable. Are you capable?
Of course I am.
Where's the car?
That away.
I'll get my car. You wait here. I'll get my car.
Hey, buddy.
I guess we weren't capable. Oh, come on. Let's walk.
Hey, lead the way.
Whee! Hey, what's that sound?
That's you.
No, it's you. Let's hear you walk. No, it's not you.
Now you walk. No, that's not you either. What's it sound like?
It sounds like somebody in rubbers filled with water. You wearing rubbers? No. Me neither.
That's probably somebody came from the swimming pool and came from swimming with their Susan shots on.
That's not so funny. That's probably some old drunk. God, I hate drunks.
Hey, Sam, look.
Yeah.
Truck. Hey, they left their lights on.
Yeah. Well,
We better go turn them off.
yeah, save his battery, for heaven's sake.
Hey, Stan, there's a guy in here.
Hey, buddy. What are you doing? You sleeping? Huh? Oh, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Stan, this guy ain't got no face.
Hey, Stan, where are you? Hey, Stan.
Stan, don't play these games on me.
Like this.
Because of this recent discovery, the police now feel certain that in a very short time, a method will be found to locate and destroy these frightful monsters.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Dr. Gavin, look.
Scale 15.
The water from that arm is radioactive.
That means the cells themselves are radiated. But how?
The floating pig.
The what?
Oh, the floating pig. That's what we call the garbage scow that leaves the harbor every week. You see, it's been dumping waste material from the reactor at the university.
Do you know where they dump?
See, a friend of mine said he saw them once out at Western Island, I believe.
Western Island. Western Island. Here it is. Look at these currents, Hank. If one of those containers sprung a leak, the waste would be drawn right by our shore. And that's where Tina was killed that first night. Western Island is also where that fishing boat went down just a few weeks ago. These creatures are human bodies kept alive by radioactive decay.
So wherever they go, they leave radioactive water. So all we have to do is to test the water to know where they've been.
Right. Then we can tell where they are. At this minute, wherever they are, they're building up a small and harmless radioactive residue in the surrounding water. Our Geiger counters will give a scale 15 reaction to that water. So
what we have to do is just test all the water in the immediate area. And if they're in one of those lakes, well, we'll get a scale reading from the counter, right?
Right. I'll call the police. We'll organize and get all the people in the countryside to help us. Then all we have to do is find them, and sodium will kill them.
All right, Dr. Gavin. Say, Dr. Gavin, we don't know how many there are. We might need tons of it.
You get on the phone and call every chemical supply company in the area. Someone must carry sodium in large quantities. I'll call Lieutenant Wells and get this thing started. If we're quick, we may stop these monsters before another night of killing.
Right, Dr. Gavin.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Now, these are instructions and map coordinates. You to break up into separate teams. Each team is to organize a search in that specific area. There are a limited number of Geiger counters, but more are being brought up from New York, so don't worry about it. You'll have them by the end of the afternoon. I want you to find every single body of water in your area. And be sure it's tested. You've got to be sure that those things haven't been there. Let's get going.
How's it going, Mr. Hank?
Oh, it's no use, Shulabel. Nobody has any sodium. They all get their supply on special order from New York City.
Did you try everybody in the telephone book?
Yeah, almost, all but a couple.
Well, you try that couple. You got to try, Mr. Hank. Well, go on.
All right, Shulabel. I'll call New York City. Hello, operator. Would you please get the Manhattan Chemical Supply Company in New York City? That's right. Hello. Listen, do you carry any sodium? That's right, the metal. You do? Well, listen, do you have a lot of it? Well, will you hang on to it for me? Hank Green. Yeah, that's right. All right, I'll be there in about an hour.
afternoon, Dr. Galen. Saw you coming, so I brought you some coffee.
Oh, good, thank you.
Any luck with your water testing, Dr. Galen?
Absolutely no luck. I must have tested at least 10 places and didn't find a thing.
Well, Mr. Hank found that chemical, what you call it.
Oh, good.
And he's gone off to New York to get it. But he won't get back before dark.
And Elaine? Where's Elaine?
Well, she's gone off too, Dr. Gavin. I think she mentioned Fingal's Quarry.
Fingal's Quarry?
Yes, sir.
Good God, why didn't I think of that before? That's the deepest body of water around here, and it's right where those 3 girls were killed.
Oh.
When Hank gets here, tell him I've gone to Fingal's Quarry.
Yes, sir.
And call the police and tell them to meet me there.
Yes, sir.
The hands whose music thrilled the world. Are they now the hands that love to kill? Are they hands that control the man who owns them? Are they Orlak's hands? Or are they those of another human being grafted on? The hands of a killer.
Just look at these hands. They're not mine. They belong to someone else. They have their own thoughts, their own will. I can't control them.
Darling, I'm not frightened of it.
You may ask, is it possible for such things to happen? We can only answer, fact is stranger than fiction. Here is a motion picture filled with startling mystery. The story of a haunting question that drives a man to the brink of insanity. Starring Mel Ferrer as Orlak, victim of a terrible accident.
You think I killed that cat, don't you? Go on, say it! Monsieur, please! What are you afraid of? You think I'm going to kill you?
Co-starring Christopher Lee as Nero the Magician, who discovers the secrets of Orlak's hands and hounds him to the edge of madness.
Did you know that your charming little wife and her wise old guardian were planning to have you certified? They want to put you away.
Danny Carell as Lai Lang, who uses her charms to trap Orlak and her beauty to betray him.
Tell me something.
Yes?
What is it you're afraid of?
Lucio Saint-Simon as the wife of Orlak, who loves the man, but fears the hands that would embrace her.
Forgive me, Louise. You're not safe with me.
Uncle Francis, I've been trying to get you. Uncle Francis, he must be stopped. He's out of his mind.
The horror of Blackwood Castle. Within its walls, death becomes a nightly visitor.
Yes, what about him?
Things might be better for him. He's dead.
Ah. Does the man look like such a healthy soul?
Yes, I've no doubt he was.
What precisely are you doing here, Mr. Conrad?
I'm a hunter, as you very well know. And occasionally I fall into the strangest adventures.
Close by, there's a charming country inn for guests with nerves of steel. blood-chilling screams echo through the halls of Blackwood Castle when death claims another victim. A spine-tingling motion picture that will make your blood freeze.
These are instructions and map coordinates. You're to break up into separate teams. Each team is to organize a search in that specific area. There are a limited number of Geiger counters, but more are being brought up from New York, so don't worry about it. You'll have them by the end of the afternoon. I want you to find every single body of water in your area. And be sure it's tested. You've got to be sure that those things haven't been there. Let's get going.
How's it going, Mr. Hank?
Oh, it's no use, Shulabel. Nobody has any sodium. They all get their supply on special order from New York City.
Did you try everybody in the telephone book?
Yeah, almost. All but a couple.
Well, you try that couple. You got to try, Mr. Hank. Well, go on.
All right, Shulabel. I'll call New York City. Hello, operator. Would you please get the Manhattan Chemical Supply Company in New York City? That's right. Hello. Listen, do you carry any sodium? That's right, the metal. You do? Well, listen, do you have a lot of it? Well, will you hang on to it for me? Hank Green. Yeah, that's right. All right, I'll be there in about an hour.
Dr. Gavin. Saw you coming, so I brought you some coffee.
Oh, good, thank you.
Any luck with your water testing, Dr. Gavin?
Absolutely no luck. I must have tested at least 10 places and didn't find a thing.
Well, Mr. Hank found that chemical,
Oh, good.
And he's gone off to New York to get it. But he won't get back before dark.
And Elaine? Where's Elaine?
Well, she's gone off too, Dr. Gavin. I think she mentioned Fingal's Quarry.
Fingal's Quarry?
Yes, sir.
Good God, why didn't I think of that before? That's the deepest body of water around here, and it's right where those 3 girls were killed.
Oh.
When Hank gets here, tell him I've gone to Fingal's Quarry.
Yes, sir.
And call the police and tell them to meet me there.
Yes, sir.
on Route 104 in gray MG and proceed to Finkel's Quarry. Over.
Will do immediately.
LaBelle. Say, is Miss Elaine receiving today?
I think she's asleep. Let's check.
All right.
We interrupt this program of Burning Melodies to bring you a special bulletin. Late last night, our police force, with the assistance of Dr. Richard Gavin, located the hiding place of the monsters from the sea. Local officials assured all citizens that the invasion of the sea zombies is over. We return you now to Morning Melody.
Hank.
Hello, darling. How's the leg?
Oh, it's much better.
I just saw your father, and he's been burned badly, but he'll be fine. And he'll be back from the hospital within a week.
Oh, thank God. Oh, Hank.
What good is a man? What good is a man? Without a woman. And what good am I if I don't have you? Love me true. I don't wanna be lonely. I don't wanna be blue. But I can't help it if I don't have you. That's my baby's name. I don't know if she loves me, but I love her just the same. What good would the stars be without a heaven? And what good am I if I don't have you? Love me true. That's my baby.
Terror creatures from the grave.
Avenge me! I've summoned you! Avenge me!
Go back to the dead!
In a dreadful night of reckoning, the forces of darkness strike with blood-freezing horror.
You're here.
A nightmare of diabolical happenings, conceived in a murder-haunted house of blood by the maniac called Geronimus, a dead man with the monstrous power to return from his grave.
I tell you, it was my father. I saw him.
What are you saying? Can't you see the boat is empty?
Look! Look! There's water dripping from the oars.
A bone-chilling shocker, inspired by Edgar Allan Poe. Terror Creatures from the Grave, starring Barbara Steele.
Dare you enter the House of the Damned?
Spying! I caught you spying!
America.
Horror holds you spellbound. In House of the Damned.
Good heavens, I just realized where we are. Satan's Hollow. Why did we come way out here to park?
Just to be alone.
Silly, I know that, but why this spooky place? The lake would have been more romantic.
Sure, and as busy as a meat market selling 10-cent steak.
We interrupt the music to bring you a news bulletin concerning the fiery object that was reported to have crashed in the hills east of town an hour ago.
Fiery object? What's he talking about?
Let's hear this.
The object, whatever it was, has not been located yet, although state police are combing the area where it was seen to have come down. No trace of any wreckage or debris has been found. The owner witnesses the mysterious crash of Farmer and his wife, Mr. and Mrs. Henry Stokes, said they were just preparing to retire for the night when they saw a bright flash through their bedroom window. They ran to the window just in time to see what Mr. Stokes described as a giant-sized shooting star dive behind a hill and apparently explode. The witnesses were unable to say exactly how far away the fireball fell, and it is believed that this is the reason the searchers have been unsuccessful in locating it. Stay tuned to this station for further developments as they occur. And now we return to music for your late-hour listening enjoyment.
What in the world do you think it was?
Not from this world, baby. You heard what the man said. It came from the sky.
Buddy, are you ever serious?
Sure, I'm real serious right now about you.
What are you doing out here? I came to tell you to take your party somewhere else.
What, and leave here?
Just sit, man.
What's everybody, anyhow? That's all we heard all day long. Get away from here. Stay away from here. It's beginning to sound like a broken record.
So, I hope you've enjoyed another installment of Scream Theater. We're very glad that you could join us, ghouls and ghoulettes. And stay tuned again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, for another episode of Scream Theater. May your blood